What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach states and insists that Anthony Joshua has better boxing skills than Tyson Fury, but he backs the Gypsy King to KO the British rival if he fights Southpaw. And this is what he said, quote, he said the Gypsy King is locked in a collision course with his British rival for 2021. Okay, we know that. What don't we know? He says, for this fight, I'd like to see him go out and pressure and batter Anthony Joshua. Pressure him early and beat him up. He won't do it, but I would encourage him to fight in his natural southpaw stance. He's a beast as a southpaw. Joshua's best chance to win is by using his boxing skills, since they are better than Tyson's. Anthony must dictate the pace and stay off the ropes. For both, distance will be important. I think Tyson wins this by knockout. Very interesting by Freddie Roach for a lot of reasons, okay? If you guys take a trip back on memory lane, you know he was in the corner with Fury when he fought Deontay Wilder the first time. And the big uproar and disagreement with his head coach, or with the head coach, Ben Davison, was that Freddie Roach did want Tyson Fury to become more aggressive, not trying to play it safe and using the jab and box and move. Freddie Roach wanted Tyson Fury to take it to Deontay Wilder. And then that's when they clash heads, Freddie and Ben. And there was a couple other things that happened between that, but that was one of them. So this sounds at least consistent with what Freddie Roach wants from Tyson Fury, or suggests he should do. Okay, now playing at southpaw, I haven't seen Tyson Fury go southpaw in a very long time, and it might be something that of interest. You know, switch hitters are very dangerous. Ask Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is one of the best switch hitters I probably have ever seen, because no one's been able to do it and look natural on both in both stances like Terrence Crawford. However, this is Tyson Fury. And I think Anthony Joshua, based on the experience that he's fought with southpaws, it could be a tricky fight for him. That's why I've told you guys that were available in my live stream. Shouts out to you guys. That Alexander Usyk will be a problem for Anthony Joshua if they ever fight. Why? Because Anthony Joshua hasn't fought many southpaws. That's why people wanted to see Luis Ortiz for the same reason. Another dangerous southpaw that likes to counter. So it's one of those things where Freddie Roach might be onto something. He may be onto something based on the inexperience that Anthony Joshua has with southpaws, especially when you're slick coming from that stance and you're cagey and that herky-jerky style. He may be able to give Joshua problems. Now, as far as going in there and taking it to Anthony Joshua, I don't think that's the right idea, because, see, they're trying to base that off of us looking at another fighter fight, and his name was Wilder. Wilder does not fight like Anthony Joshua. No way, no how. Deontay Wilder throws one hard, strong punch at a time. That's it. If you can get past that, you can fight and put punches in between that one punch at a time. With Anthony Joshua, that's not a smart idea. You've seen this man pivot, pull counter jabs, okay? We've seen him step to the right, uppercut in angles. We see this guy getting better and better. So I don't think that would be the right thing to do for Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury should focus on his stamina in hopes Anthony Joshua will fade later and get Anthony Joshua off his particular rhythm. Maybe he can do that. Okay, it's going to be a war of nutrition nonetheless. I'm giving up a little fight study, but you know, that's what I would do if I'm Freddie Roach. But what I don't understand about Freddie Roach is, then this is what gets me, is the title, okay? That Anthony Joshua has better boxing skills than Tyson Fury. Now, that's the irony of the whole thing, because it seems to me, as long as Tyson Fury's been fighting, he's been fighting since he was a young pup, right? He's a fighting man. He comes from a long line of guys that like to fight and settle their differences. They only like to fight for fun even. So that's what I think Tyson Fury should be more equipped in. Boxing. Right? I think he should be a better boxer, and I think he is a better boxer than Anthony Joshua. But I do believe the opposite. I think the opposite of Freddie Roach. Like a lot of people, Anthony Joshua is a better fighter. He's a better puncher, I think, with both hands. You know, even though Tyson Fury's on the crunk style, so it's a big question mark. It's a big unknown on what he would do with his next fighter. But Anthony Joshua, I think, is a better combination fighter, and I think he puts better punches together. So I think he's the better fighter, whereas Tyson Fury is a better boxer and has a better ring IQ because he has the experience. He's done it longer. But, of course, this is Freddie Roach's assessment. So anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Freddie Roach saying that Anthony Joshua is a better boxer than Tyson Fury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.